Hey YouTube, it's me. I'm back again with another video. I apologize that it's been quite a while since I posted another video, but life happens and it's just been a crazy year. But I have been saying that this first unboxing and initial impressions will be, I announced this video a while ago, and now I'm just not getting a chance to get around to it. So I picked this up a few days ago, actually. I was in my local sporting goods store and I spotted it. And believe it or not, my very first time shooting anything AK platform was last year. And I actually kind of liked it. I'm more so trained with the M16. That's what I used when I was in the Marine Corps. So the AK platform is still fairly foreign to me. It's new to me, and especially with me being left-handed, I do like the fact that the charging handle is on the right side of the gun. But let me cut to the chase and start opening this up for you. Again, I'll tell you why I chose this particular model over the other Dracos here shortly. But yeah, let me open this box and get it flipped around for you. Okay, so let me turn this around, and then we'll go over the contents, and hopefully everything lines up. I'm still fairly new to doing all this. Pull the top foam off, and inside you have a KCI 33 round 9mm Glock compatible magazine. I probably would never use this. I got plenty of Glock magazines, so I don't necessarily really need this. It'll just probably stay in the box. And based off of other reviews I've seen, KCI magazines have been known to be a little bit finicky. So I don't want to trust my life to that. I do actually plan on using this as a home defense gun. So it's not necessarily a range toy. This is more so like, say, something I need to pick up if I can't pick up my handgun in time. It also comes with a owner's manual. Make sure it's within the shot of the camera. And it comes with a sort of like Glock, join the NRA club, NRA, all that good stuff. And here's the weapon. And it comes on the trigger guard. Hold on, let me get this box closed so that I can sit this stuff down on it so you can see. Okay. On the trigger guard, it comes with a tag, like an identification tag on the trigger guard, and I just removed that. So, all right, so this is the Draco. Let's see if you can see it on the camera. Hopefully, because I can't see, I got it on the back camera, so I can't walk over there and see, but hopefully you'll see the name on it. And this is the DRACO NAK9, and it takes Glock magazines. My first impressions of it is I really don't know what to expect. I haven't shot it yet, but initially holding it in the gun store, the first thing I have to do is change that grip. I think that grip is actually unacceptable from Century Arms. It's just a really cheap grip to get the job done, but I mean, I don't think it'll be that much more from whoever manufactures Draco to put a better design on it. So I'm gonna swap that out with a Magpul grip most likely. Also probably swap the original wood grips out for a for Magpul hand guards. I do need some help trying to find a different flash hider or compensator. All right, so yeah, so again, with the NAK9, it accepts Glock magazines, and it does accept the KCI, no, not KCI, but Pro Mag curved magazine. And I've seen kind of 50-50-ish reviews. A lot of people say they work great. A lot of people say not so good. But let's take a look at the other side. With the mag release, instead of you pulling it back right here, you have right here for the NAK9. You also have a hinged cover, so the cover doesn't come off. And let's see, okay. And yeah, that's basically it. The one thing that I would like to do personally, depending on if I want to keep these handguards on, I want to find another end cap right here, like just another one. I don't want to modify my original. Cut this off and then weld it to this side because I am left-handed. Again, like, one of the reasons I chose this model is because of the political climate that's going on in this country. I think it would be I thought it would be a good idea to make sure I can get this while I can get it, without the, federal government coming down on us too hard with pistol caliber carbines. My thoughts about the AK platform is, I wouldn't necessarily say it's good or bad. It's a tested, tried and true weapon in battle with the platform. And yeah, it's been kicking ass since 1947. However, the design is still fairly primitive in my opinion. And the reason I say that is just like these sights are, I look down to get a good sight picture. It's hard to do that with just these regular sights. Even if I was younger, when my eyesight was, excuse me, when my eyesight was a little bit better, I still doubt that I could pick up a good sight picture fairly quick as I did with my M16 when I was in the Marine Corps. The other thing that, like I said, other than the grip, the sights, and the finish on it. Now, this is more so an American thing, I guess. And as you know, like, you can still see tooling marks all over this weapon. If you was to hold it in your hand and look at it really close, you see a lot of tooling marks on it. They don't really bother me, but it just kind of, the American in me, it's just one of those things where you kind of, when you finish your product, you kind of polish it up, that type of deal. I do want to add I've been looking at the bone steel brace, and yeah, I've been looking at the bone steel brace, and I think that's the brace that I'm gonna go with. I haven't decided on what type of optic that I want to put on. I'm thinking maybe a Hollow Sun green dot. I like Hollow Sun products, and they're fairly reasonable. Other than that, like I said, I do want to find another set of original handguards, wooden handguards, and I want those to be custom laser engraved with like Count Dracula or something on it, because it's a Romanian made AK, and yeah, it's just my mind wanted to do something custom. If I was to if I was to get some more, I would want an extra set so I can put my original. So I was looking at a comparison video with, just gonna do some moving around so you just won't be staring at the thing. With the comparison, I've seen people compare these mainly to the the PSA AK-47 or AK-9 variant, or however you want to call it. And out the box, they all say that the PSA is just a lot overall better gun. And I tend to agree. However, once you start putting on your add-ons, it kind of levels the playing field. I've held this several times. I've held micro Dracos. I've held the mini Draco. And I just don't see the practicality of shooting this particular shape pistol caliber carbine without a brace. It's just not necessarily as accurate. And you know, we want to shoot accurately. That's the point. We want to be sure that we increase the chances of us hitting our target and minimize any kind of collateral damage. And just to shoot these type of weapons, you would have to have another point of contact on your body, such as a brace or a stock. That's just the way it is. Other than that, like I said, I feel like you do have to have some add-ons to really make it a truly, truly great piece of weaponry. However, just by itself and depending on the distance, I don't know yet, but I think it's going to be a fun shooter. And again, I like the fact that it take Glock magazines or Glock compatible magazines. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stick one of my my Glock 19, and this has a +2 base on it. It's a OEM Glock magazine. I'm gonna stick that in, and that's what 15? So that'd be 17 rounds with the base. And so let me get that in there. Okay, so that's a Glock 19 mag in there. That fits perfectly. Glock 19 mag. Now, I'm kind of wondering how, if and it's not in the book, in the manual or whatnot, but I'm kind of wondering if a Glock 26 mag would work. I don't know. Maybe one day I might get a chance to try it out if I have somebody around me with one. But yeah, it does fit the Glock 19, Glock 17, of course, the 33 round extended magazine. As far as drums are concerned, I might get a Magpul Glock magazine drum, the 50 round. But other than that, first impressions, I like it. I see a lot of stuff that needs to be improved, but I like it. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it for this. Just wanted to kind of show you what I got. I'm trying to stop saying so it's a work in process. Like I said, for me being left-handed, I think this is a great weapon. Again, Glock magazines is a plus because it's one of the more common magazines on the planet, and you won't have a hard time finding them, so to speak, if certain things happen. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's a beautiful gun. The aesthetics of it took a little bit to grow on me, but now I think it looks fairly good. And hopefully it'll be just like my Glocks. It'll be in my iPhone for the most part. It'll be boringly reliable, and that's all I need. It don't have to be fancy smancy. It don't have to be all jazzed up. It just has to be reliable and dependable, and that's what matters the most. All right, I'm trying to think about what's coming up next. The tactical games are coming up again here in my home state of Mississippi, so I'll be attending that again in February if it's happening again in February. I do have a lot more ideas for videos that I want to bring to y'all. But I have been extremely busy within these last few months. I've been literally all over the country, back and forth to Europe. It's just been a wild ride this year. I'm so glad that I've been able to travel, and but seeing the state of the world, I think people need to start having cooler heads and just being a little bit more appreciative of how things things that they do have, and not focus so much on the negativity in the world at the moment, because it can get you down. But again, you know, we can live in a peaceful world, but you still got to stay prepared for war. That's just the nature of the whole thing. That's just the reality of the situation. And unfortunately, especially in the USA, we have been comfortable for so long that we have breeded a whole bunch of weak men. And so now it might take a conflict in order for these weak men to become stronger. I hope it don't come to that in a sense where we have to start spilling blood. But the state of the world is on edge with the wars in East Europe, in Russia and Ukraine. Then you have a lot of political unrest in the Latin America countries. Even Haiti is lawless. I've been following on that for a while. Certain civil wars going on all over the continent of Africa. And yeah, it's just the perfect storm is brewing, and we have to remain vigilant, you know. So appreciate what you have, appreciate this country, because trust me, I've been all over the world. I grew up in poverty, here in Mississippi of all places. Black, in poverty, in one of the poorest states in the Union. And I've been to other places. I've been to Africa. I've been to the Horn of Africa. I've been to Latin America. I've been everywhere with the exception of Far East Asia. And I can tell you that it could be a lot worse. Other than that, let me let y'all go, and thanks for watching.